Let's continue. These Caribs, they hit hard. They have a very high crit rating, so that collects armor. I hope our Warlock doesn't die. Oh, she died. It doesn't matter too much because we're nearby a town. Okay. Oof. Well, we leveled up, so we were going to the inn anyway. Oh, change the order. The next thing to do is go to the volcano. I see we'll soon be able to get level 5 magic for the sage. We don't have money for that. That's fine. I have 4 houses. Good. It might be a good idea to use one on our way to the volcano. Some aesthetic choices. As you can see the water here, which is the lake surrounding it. Now, there's no circle of sages anymore because they've moved to Corneria, the first town. Okay, we're off. So I'll choose. They live in water, but they do not like fire spells. This is actually a pretty hard fight, so I'm going to not skimp on the magic. I could also do no, that would be better, I think, because we have these really nasty Alchus. I wonder if a fire 2 is enough to kill one. There we go. Alchus, they poison you. The stronger versions also stun you and sleep you and all that. Actually, that one just made us sleep, right or not? No, maybe not. Okay, we'll just fight. And they also have regeneration. We took quite a beating. Okay. We've discussed the monk and the sage. And I think we've discussed the rogue enough. Whether or not they're good. Well, let's talk about the Warlock then. Who's last in our party. She, in the original Final Fantasy Ultra, received a lot of credit for, well, her ability to beat parties with one spell. And at the time I thought that would be, well, not too overpowered because you have a limited amount of spells per day before you go to the inn again. And I thought that would balance it well enough, but I found it to be a bit too powerful and also a bit binary. Either you did have the spell which would end the fight, or you didn't, and I didn't find that very interesting. Oh yeah, they have so many hit points, these giants. We're going to be using the tent anyway, so I might as well cast the spell. I opted in this version more for something in between, where casting one of those big spells would definitely help, make a difference, but not end the fight immediately. So you still have to do some management with the rest of your tunes. The original Final Fantasy Ultra, very often it would just be waiting for the Warlock to do that, and then it would be over, and I didn't find that very interesting. Good. Let's use a house. Cabins heal much more than in the original, so do houses, but cabins do not give magic points back, and and houses do. So, in the original Final Fantasy, every time you stepped on lava, you would take 1 damage. Well, now lava does 2 damage. And I found it to be a bit too stressful, all that damage from lava in Final Fantasy Ultra, especially after I increased the hit points of the enemies. So what I've done is I've taken away some lava. Ooh, giants. Big giants. We'll charm them. I think that's the best course. These fellows hit hard. They're strong. As you see, 100 damage. A hit. So yeah, there's more fighting enemies in the volcano now and less walking on lava. And one thing I didn't like about Final Fantasy Ultra, the previous one, was that at least I found myself, because the lava did 2 damage, I found myself just sticking to as much lava as possible. Why? Well, on lava you do not get any encounters. And I like that. I think that's interesting that you can make a choice between walking on lava or fighting enemies. But once you're at 0 hit points, the lava doesn't hurt you anymore. So what I found myself doing was, it was a bit exciting, but no, it was too high. It was too high of a risk, and it's a kind of strategy that promotes save stating. I would stay at 1 hit point, and then well, hope I didn't get attacked, and keep walking over lava. And then when I felt like, well, probably get a fight soon, I would heal up. But sometimes I guessed wrong and just got killed by the first enemy I met. So I didn't want players doing that, abusing the can't be killed by lava. It's not really a glitch, though it is rather counterintuitive. Uh-oh, these fellows can be nasty. Shall I cast Shell? The funny thing about Shell is that even though it's kind of low, I've considered putting it at rank 5, but Heal 2 is also very strong, and you have to ask yourself, can I kill my enemies quick enough? Because 1 shell is about as strong as a Heal 2. So you're gonna be you will want to cast Shell if you think you're gonna be hit by 2 magic spells. So that's a judgment call. Uh-oh. Didn't kill him in one go. I think we'll manage. We should go back anyway after this fight. Not after this fight, after getting the first round of chests. You're so low level. Here's the blaze. Not another one. Good. Oh. So here's a fight. And we can run away from the fire. I think I'll do just that. Okay, better armor. This part needs armor. So how good is the Warlock now? Well, that's what I'm still trying to find out. I think she's fine so far. She's not good against bosses. Unless you've saved all your magic for them, then she's pretty good, especially the first half of the game. We saw that fighting Assless and Lich. She kept throwing out these nuke spells. Later in the game, the melee attackers, well, they can get buffed and they have access to really good weapons. And the Warlock still helps out, but not as much. And I have to find a delicate balance between those two. She is nevertheless still the best when it comes to taking out groups of enemies. And a lot of encounters do include groups of enemies. One problem with balancing the Warlock is the fact that magic can go up to 255 points. That can be doubled with what do you call it? I can't come up with when you're vulnerable. Yes, enemies can be vulnerable to a school of magic. Then the number gets doubled, or at least it has a higher chance of getting a crit. I think that's how it works. And crits do twice the damage. Let's get out of here. But even then, the maximum damage you can get out of a spell in this game is about 1,000. But even 800 is something that is hard to get to. So, melee attacks, I try to balance them towards the end of the game to be on average about 500 for the Viking then, and about 300 for the other characters, and that's what I kind of have. So that's not as much as the best Warlock spells, or the spells that the Wizard and Sage can also cast, but still they cost you slots. You can't cast them every turn. And they also require usually an elemental, I forgot the word again, you know what I mean, vulnerability. So let me focus on using the house. Good. We're ready to go back. I don't really want the Warlock to be best at doing damage to one enemy. Her niche is doing damage to multiple enemies, something that the melee characters simply cannot do due to, well, the nature of this game. So, I'm fine with her. Ooh, Wizard Ogres can be kind of nasty. They usually cast Mute right off. I want to see how this fight goes. Let's get rid of the Green Ogre first. Yeah. It's the Mage Ogres don't hit, the Wizard Ogres don't hit that much harder, but eventually they start casting nasty spells. So you have to beat them before that starts to happen. Okay. Is it too hard? Good. Now, another thing a lot of people don't realize is that the Warlock can wear some armor, the scale armor namely, and hits 3 times with her staff, which is actually something that can be of use occasionally. You don't have to heal the Warlock as much as the other casters. Oh, we forgot to get the super sword for the rogue. Okay, we're doing that next time. I am not forgetting. Yeah. Let's quick. Is there a fight here? Yeah. Okay, let's just run away. And the silver staff. Okay. Don't go up here because you have a fight. Just walk around it. You can run away. And we're running out of time. So next time we will go into the water cave, whatever it's called, and get Sting, the rogue's best weapon in the game. And I'll leave it at this. See you next time.